share the article with you.
Yeah, because that's one thing I haven't. And to be honest, with the situation in the way it is, I think that's probably best for everybody involved right now.
Without a doubt.
They need to step back and step away.
Without a doubt.
And really evaluate what's going on.
Mm-hmm. On a brighter note, why don't you give us a recap of what went down, how the racing action was there at Bakersfield Saturday night. Kind of tell us what happened and what classes you guys had on hand, and give us a summary.
All right. Give me a second here, and let me pull my notes up real quick, because I just got out of a fun-filled game of softball with some friends and some former military guys that I was serving in the same vicinity in the same battle group with. So I got to spend some great time with them.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back here. Okay. Ooh.
How many?
Last week.
Go ahead.
We had late models, IMCA Sport Mods, IMCA Stock Cars, Mod Lights, and Mini Stocks.
Okay.
That's who we had. Late models, Rob Sanders wins that one.
The Sandman.
We had a total. We had a very minute car count, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
We had 4 full late models and 1 limited late model show up.
Wow.
And Rob Sanders did his interview, and he basically said, if you guys think it's too expensive to get in one of these, come find me. We can get you in one.
Class act. Sanders is a good dude.
And he said, you know what, he told me in the pitch, if I have to call every one of the late model guys and ask them to come out to the track, I'll do it, because we need some car count. So that was cool. Cody Laney came in second. Those two guys battled it out by themselves for most of that race.
It's 2 really good drivers.
2 great drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Then Chet Reeves made his 2018 debut at Bakersfield Speedway in the 9 XXX machine. He finished 3rd. Mike Chambers comes out in a limited late model. First time the car's ever been on the track at Bakersfield. Goes out and runs a little bit. J-bar's a little bit off. Car's grinding and going into the turns. He bounces around, calls it a little early, finishes 4th. Then Bartels finished 5th. Had some issues with that car, pulled it off real early.
I want to know what about the sport mods. The sport mods at Bakersfield that's a show.
Sport mods are a great show. And let me get back to their results real quick, because I have that on another page. I'm working off of my phone here, so I got to click through.
That's all good, buddy.
But
working
yeah,
from your
the sport
phone.
mods, they always, they come with a very good group and a very good lineup of drivers. And the winner has won twice this season now. And the only wins he's had is when he's ran his car was a big old Moxie Media Promotions decal right on the nose.
I love it. The 5 car.
It's Matt Haggio in the 5 car from Bloomdale.
Good deal.
He's still rocking that one, and it's still wrapped. It has Clay Daly's name above the driver still.
I tell everybody those Moxie stickers are worth 2 tenths.
That's what I keep telling everybody. You want to know what they all say?
Of drag.
Well, quit hoarding them up in the northern hemisphere. Bring them back down to us.
They're coming. I've got them.
You guys up in the northwest, you're hoarding them over there.
They're coming, buddy. I promise.
Second place was the number 12, James Stiesel. He ran a great race, started off on inside row 1, and drove out to a good lead for a while, and unfortunately just about ran down by Matt Haggio. But he ran great. Third place was 40 of Nick Spainhoward. You guys call him Tricky Nicky. We call him the Bakersfield Bullet.
He's fast.
Fourth, yeah, he is. Justin McPherson in the 20 machine. Came out, first time out at the track, did a great job, finished 4th. Then Kyle Wood, he started on the pole. He finished 5th. His car's got a brand new. It was fresh walls. The only thing that was still the same was the hood and the I think just the hood. Everything else was redone on the car. And boy, when IMCA saw him pull up with that new car, they brought out the tape measure and were checking everything on it.
That's good.
Making Kyle sweat. But it passed tech with no problem. 6th through 10th goes as followed: the 04M of Austin Manzella, the 20S of Kevin Johnson, the 22C of Michael Johnson finished 8th.
Wow.
Yeah, Tina Pounds finished 9th, and David Pearson in the 21P finished 10th.
Michael Johnson, 8th. That surprises me.
Yeah, and he was battling up in the front for a while, had a small spin, and brought him back towards the back, and he was able to work his way back up to 8th spot.
That's a tough field of cars down there, man.
Oh, absolutely.
What was our next division?
We got IMCA stock cars.
How many showed up?
We had 6 this time. We had 2 that had broken motors, didn't get fixed, and a couple of them were racing in other divisions at other tracks.
Okay.
So we only had 6. We'll start from 6th place was Tyler Johnson in the 111. He broke, so that's why it's a shock that he finished in 6th. Sean Schwarzenberger was doing double duty in this car as well as a mini stock. He finished 5th. Josh Nichols, a young gun, finished 4th. Steven Streeter, the Vietnam veteran, in the 1JX machine, finished 3rd. Brock Hamilton finished 2nd. And Chad Johnson wins another one in the 159.
Fast dude.
Yes, he is. That IMCA stock class, man, I might as well call that the I'm chasing Chad Johnson class.
Yeah, he's fast in that division, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we got mini stocks. And mini stocks was our biggest class of the night.
They call them mini stocks. We call them Hornets.
Right. We had 20 show up.
Wow.
Jeez.
Good count.
It's like Team Amp
Yeah,
there.
those guys always... Hornets always come in groves, and we always have a big one. We have a hornet's nest full of those little guys. But we'll go top 5 with this one. Jason Hannigan in the 18 from Porterville finished 5th. Gene Glover in the 9 machine finished 4th. Andy Boydston, he finished 3rd in the 6 machine. Sean Schwarzenberger, like I said, was doing the double duty, finished 2nd in the 15S. And him and Andy Boydston were doing the Dream Team event for us. They had a couple Dream Team members on them. And for those that don't know what Dream Team is, we bring some young kids that might have mental or physical disabilities out to the track, and we make them part of one of the race teams for the day. And we bring them up to the booth, show them a good time. We take them down. They get to throw the green flag and the checkered flag for one of the races.
It's awesome.
We just have a great time and show them things that they might not be able to normally see.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. And then the winner, once again, David Wolford in the 1D machine. Here's the crazy part. There's 20 of these things. David Wolford and Sean Schwarzenberger started 11th and 12th and finished 1 and 2.
Wow.
Chasing each other the whole
Good
time.
run. That was fun to watch.
And then another hard charger was Liam Myers. He started 17th. Made his way all the way up to 7th.
Wow.
He
Good
was
run.
battling Paul Schwarzenberger for 6th place when the checker flag came across.
That is a good run.
Yeah, and he was having issues. He broke a rear axle, not a rear axle, but a support for it. So his rear axle was swaying back and forth in the heat race, and they went back and welded it back up, and he got back out there for the main event. So
Yes.
that was pretty cool.
Those are front-wheel drive
And-
cars, correct?
Most of those are front-wheel drive, yes.
Okay. But that's not a rule you have to be
Separate-
front-wheel drive.
No, it's not a rule that you have to be front-wheel drive. It's any 4-cylinder vehicle.
Okay, we've got one of the Hornet drivers here in the Northwest asking about that.
Yeah, down
It can't
here
be
you
rear
can
engine.
drive rear-wheel drive. There's guys that run the Mustangs, the Pintos that are out there as well, the Celicas that are rear-wheel drive.
You just can't use like MR2s with the
Right.
mid-engine.
Fiero.
Right. That won't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, you can't
Oh, it
use
is.
a
Already
sports
thought
car.
about that one.
It'd work. They just don't let you do it.
Yeah. What do you guys have coming up this Saturday night at Bakersfield Speedway?
Oh, we have one more class to get to.
Oh, we got another class. I'm sorry, buddy.
You're fired.
Yeah, we had the Mod Lights.
The Mod Lights. Yes, that. Well, of course. We were talking about those guys a little while ago.
That's right. And, the Mod Lights, they had a good turnout, too. They had 15 cars.
Nice.
Oh, there's 4 left
Yeah.
now.
And we'll go top 5, starting in 5th. A young gentleman that I've known for many, many years, driving in the mini dwarfs all the way up. The number 14 of Hollywood, J.D. Brown. Came in 5th spot. In 4th, the 13 of Jerry Flippo. 3rd spot, in a borrowed car. JD was running a brand new car, freshly wrapped. The 3rd place car was the number 4 car, was JD's backup car, was driven by Anthony Balcazar. He normally drives the 70 machine, but he blew a motor the last race out, so he got in JD's car, finished 3rd. 2nd place was the number 8 of Danny Valdez. He finished 2nd. Can you take a wild guess who finished 1st?
In that division, I wouldn't even begin if. No, I can't.
When I tell you the name, you'll be like, yep. Zach Forrester.
He's the guy. He's the guy. Well, and I think.
Here's the thing. It's a brand new car. It has one race on it. Brand new chassis, a Joker chassis from back east.
Okay.
He came out there, started 11th,
Wow. Good run.
and drove all the way through.
With a
Great
new
run for him.
car.
Yeah. For you guys that don't know Zach runs Forster Racing. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
11.
7, 8, 9 of the 15 cars come out of his stable. He brings a dual level toter home and trailer.
Oh, that's the guy you
Yeah.
took me to his trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, he had 11 cars at the Budweiser Nationals when we were there.
Yep. And he has a sport mod too, and some of these young kids that run the Mod Lights, he throws them in the sport mod to let them run too.
That's
Except for
awesome.
the big races, he's like, those are mine.
Very cool deal.
Yeah. But, I mean, Zach Forster is a great dude. Working with these kids makes it just awesome. And if I was a young kid working with Zach and everything he's got going on, man, it's a blessing to be able to see what he does with these kids and for these kids.
It's a very cool situation he has down there. Those kids get a program to work on race cars and drive race cars, but they've got to keep their grades up, and they've got to work on the car. They got to show up at the shop. If they don't race.
That's right. And they got to keep it, and not only good grades, but they've got to keep great attitude at home and at school and at the track. They've got to work on cars. They've got to work on their own cars. They do their own setups. If they have questions, they ask and they get their answers. But they're learning how to be owners of race cars.
Mm-hmm. It's a good deal.
But this week, with Father's Day coming, we're telling everybody, bring your father, bring your friend, have your friend bring their father. I want the stands to be filled up this weekend.
And what do you guys have on the card there at Bakersfield this weekend?
On the card, we've got USAC Midget, Modified, American Stocks, Mini Dwarfs, California Lightning Sprint, and Mini Mods. So we got a bunch of cars going to be out there this week.
No kidding. That's a good show for Father's Day.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great show for Father's Day.
Right on.
And, I'm looking at this. This is going to be the first time the USAC midgets are out here.